it's just really amazing to be able to come and share with you tonight what I have learned, because I'm still learning. This process doesn't end. It's um, it's that's what it means to me. To just you have to keep your own personal process going, and I think that it started for me back way back when I started teaching first grade in a newer school. And I had this great idea, when my first graders come in, I had 22 that year. I was new to this school, and I knew that there were some behavioral challenges. I knew it was a community that was hard to connect with. I was new to that school. I was on their territory. And yeah, I knew I was going to have to do some work to build some trust. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to have these new 6-year-old students. Some of them are 7. Who knows? I don't know anything about them. They don't know anything about me either. And I said, okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's a first day of school. Here's what we're going to do. Half of them are crying because that's what 6-year-olds do on the first day of first grade, because they don't know what to do. And I had to explain that. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you all the amazing things we're going to do this year. But most importantly, what we're going to do today is learn how you have been specially picked to be in this leadership class, and all of the amazing things that we're going to get to do this year with it. And one little girl just blurted out, looked around and blurted out, well, I am in the wrong class, because I had to sit in the timeout station several times in kindergarten. And, and I just said, oh no, you're in the right class. This is your teachers told me all the amazing things that you can do and that you did do, and you're going to get to do that again this year. Well, she was a little challenging at first, but we got to a place through the process. We got to a place where, we were making some success. And I reflect back to that year, because, it started a little rough for me. It was, I was new again. I was new. I had to build new relationships, started a little bit rough, but man, it ended on a completely different note than what it did start with at the beginning. And that year I did find the Innocent Classroom workshop, and I had participated. It wasn't mandatory for us, but it was something new I had never done before. I'm like, hey, I'll try this out. And it was amazing for me because there were a ton of people. I mean, when they would come to Omaha, I mean, it would be this room of hundreds of people, and you look around in this community of educators, and some of them are classroom teachers, and some of them are bus drivers, and some of them were paras. I mean, it didn't matter who they were. It was just a community of educators. And everybody has a story along the same lines. And it was amazing. And what was amazing to me was people were willing to be vulnerable and share. And I really felt like I was a place I belonged. And if I felt like I belonged, then it pushed me more to make sure my students felt that too.